Good morning, guys. Here we are with the Trance. Yeah, so I did some upgrades. I ditched the old Ion 35 because Suntour had a sale on their Durolux 36. So I beat the hell out of that fork. It's still going strong, but the price was pretty good. It was 480 Canadian. So yeah, figured I'd bite the bullet, upgrade the bike, and just kind of do some TLC, and I did a few other things to it just to kind of maintenance wise. So more about the fork. It's the Durolux 36. It's the last generation, not this new one. Still a solid fork. I've been riding it for about a month or so now, but it's been like we've had a ton of rain, so I haven't actually been on the bike a lot. Got it dialed in though. I've got 3 air tokens in the air chamber, or 3 volume spacers, and it's at 105 psi, which is I think pretty good for where I'm at. I'm about 210 to 220 riding weight. It is the RC2, I believe, damper, so it has high speed, low speed compression, and rebound. So as far as settings go, I am 4 clicks from bouncy. I guess that'd be fully open on the rebound. With the compression, as you can see, I'm -1 from high speed being all, or I'm at 2 for the high speed compression. Low speed is about 4 clicks from wide open as well. So yeah, in other news, I guess I did the shock earlier this season, like kind of beginning of the year, but these pivot bearings, especially these ones down here right behind the chainring, those are completely shot, as well as these ones up here. So those have been replaced. Everything else is yeah, status quo. Bike feels really good, feels brand new. Yeah, hopefully this camera's angle is pretty good, but yeah, anyways, we'll go for a ride and I'll chat more about the fork. Alrighty, so this was kind of a 2-for-1 upgrade. I did the PCS damper upgrade on the Ion. So I pulled that out and put it in my Xeron, the fork on my hardtail on the Torrent. So that got an upgrade, and then I also put the heavier spring in that fork because I was just diving through the travel, and I'm on the cusp for a heavier spring, but I figured for the kind of riding I do, that would be the best option to do. So yeah, we'll head down U of L, downhill here. Alrighty, so yeah, 2-for-1 upgrade, which is always nice. Easier to swallow that bill. Bit of a headwind. Ooh. Okay, we'll go straight because I'm not sure about mud in that lower section. Alrighty. Alrighty, so yeah, the bike feels so much more planted with those pivot bearings working properly, and then the fork is dialed in. Everything feels really good. It really does feel like a brand new bike. I also got some orange stickers ordered because it's got to match the frame. It kind of stuck out like a sore thumb with the factory stickers. Yeah, and I think that was only like $30 or $20 or something like that. But anyways, we'll head over 6 Mile, do some riding over there, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so rode over to like the island crossing there. Yeah, I rode over to the island crossing. Where's my camera? There it is. And it was full of water. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of pedaling up and around and everything, I'll just go and do the Westside Trails. So rode up Graybeard, and just a nice little climb. And here we are. We're gonna go do Julios Rancheros. Julios, I think. H is J in Spanish, isn't it? Yeah, fun little trail. Not as popular as the other ones, but it still gets a good amount of attention. All right. Oh, the bike is just feeling planted. Traction for days. From the front and rear, it just feels really good. I'm not bombing. Oh man, that is a big rut. I'm not bombing down everything, but just riding at like 80%. Wicked. Okay, we'll flip around here. Whew. Yeah. Not bombing down everything, but just kind of still getting a feel of the bike and a lot of new feelings, new stuff. So it almost feels like a new bike again. Yeah, it's kind of that argument. Do I throw a bunch of money at this one, do maintenance, do new fork, all that important stuff? If you don't need a new fork, you can just rebuild it. But yeah, that's not needed. But do you take care of the stuff you have, or it's a 5-year-old bike? Is it times for a new one? Yeah, I kind of opted for this bike. It's been treating me well for years, and it's also, I wonder what they're marking here. And it's also, yeah, I'm not gonna ride any new trails with a different bike. It's all the same stuff. New bikes are fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm too cheap to spend 4 or 5 grand on a new bike. I know I could sell this one, but you know, as it sits right now, what's this thing worth? A couple grand, if that, if I'm lucky. So yeah, give it a refresh, and here we are. Anyways, that's my chat. Upgrade or new bike. I chose the upgrade route. Was it right? I don't know. But I don't know if that was the right decision. But and really, it doesn't really matter. That's the big thing. You know, like, the goal is to ride bikes. And if I'm riding this one lots, I don't think I'm gonna ride a new one any more than this. So I'm already getting out as much as possible, thanks to my understanding wife. Okay, we'll go do some jumps here, and then maybe go do Suicide. Okay. Not a big jumper. As I case everything here. Okay. All right, let's pause. We'll climb up Suicide. We'll climb up Say No to Stairs, and then head down Suicide. Alrighty. Top of Suicide. Well, kind of getting there. Almost at the very top, but yeah, I feel like the bike just sucks to the ground a little bit more now. Front and rear really See how dry this is, dry and loose. That's getting more bigger, that rut there. Okay, we'll take it easy down here. Don't need to set any records. Oh, the dirt's actually really nice. Really nice and tacky here. I can almost stop. Actually, I could stop if I wanted to, yeah. There we go. Okay, let's go through this gate. Okay, we'll go do some Westside Trails. That felt really good. Dirt felt good. Tires had lots of grip. That trail is notoriously loose. So, yeah, but just a steep, big old steep chute. All right, we'll pause and do some climbing. Alrighty. So we'll go do Ridge. It's been a while since I've done this one. Looks like someone took a trimmer to this, which is awesome to see. Thank you, whoever did that. Whew. All right. Yeah, I'm really liking this fork. It's more supportive than the old one by a little bit. You know, like the Ion is like, I feel like it's like 80% of what this fork offers. It's really good, and for the price, that's also really good. But this one, yeah, it's just a little more, feels stiffer. The bike's a little bit lighter with it, and it's yeah, like I feel like it's more active maybe, or more like it's more plush, but it's also still has that what am I looking for, that stability, that kind of not diving through the travel. Supportive, that's the word. Yeah, very supportive fork. Finds grip. Whoa, a couple little soft spots there. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, awesome. Okay, we'll pause again and we'll go do Barley or Crazy Train or something like that. Okay, we're gonna do this little step down. That's a good suspension tester outer. Whew. All right, how's the travel usage? Good. I got a little bit left on both the fork and the shock, which is kind of right where I want it for something like that. Oh. Okay. Okay, we'll pause for now. Okay, top of Barley Brew. We'll see how quiet my rear brake is. Pretty big rut on this section here. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, these like choppy corners here with all the brake bumps, the bike feels just absolutely planted with grip. Lots of confidence, inspiring traction. And this part's always choppy. Oh, yeah, bike feels good. That is super nice. Cool. Okay, climb up again and crazy train. Already off to do crazy train. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Funny, little Lethbridge has a trail named after Black Sabbath song. All right. Oh yeah, the bike tracks so much better than before. Staying on the trail a little easier. Go do the drop. Try to use some of these berms to stop and slow down a little bit. Oh, that corner's loose. All the gravel on there. Wow, that's a big rock. Okay. Whew. It's funny, I go do the climb, and on the top I'm thinking, oh man, this has got to be my last run. And then I go to the bottom, and all of a sudden my mood changes. I'm like, hey, do you want, let's climb one more time. Okay, crazy train done. I'm really happy with the bike. So do your maintenance. That's the lesson. Do your maintenance. Forks make a big difference. Yeah, I think it's almost that new bike versus maintenance argument like I was talking about earlier. Both aren't right, both aren't wrong. Kind of depends on what your needs are and how much you want to spend. Okay, I think we'll do one more. We'll just do like the bottom part of Bob Sled. We'll pause for now. All right, lower Bob Sled. Last little bit of the climb. I remember it being pretty overgrown, so it's probably worse. Still a fun trail though. All right. Won't be breaking any records with all this overgrowth. But then again, oh man, oh, brush in the face. Not pushing it today anyways. Holy jeez. Yeah, this is like a jungle. Oh man. Oh, big branch. Here we go. Oh. Just dodging tree branches and weeds and everything. Oh, okay. Alrighty, that's it for me today. Hope you guys like this one. I know it's been a while, but I've been tinkering with the bikes and kind of figuring out forks and everything else. So yeah, figuring out this fork. This bike was in the shop for a little bit and figuring out that creak, which I thought was the bottom bracket, but it was the pivot bearings. Yeah, so
Anyways, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Take care.